John chapter 19 verse 25. Near the cross of Jesus stood his mother's sister, the wife of Clopas, and Mary Magdalene. Watching what you love die. Watching what you love escape. Watching what you love coming down to a point of no return. Watching things you've built over the years burn to ashes. You see, the gospel text of this day is something that we have read, especially as Catholics. When we come down to Palm Sunday during Lenten season, coming down through the Holy Week, we read extensively long readings that helps us to understand not everything, but a part of the story of how the God who loves us shows us what happens to humanity sometimes. What we have not understood or we've not really imbibed in ourselves is that God Himself helps us to understand and mirrors back the action of humanity against one another. The inhumanness and the activities that is carried out of cruelty by your fellow humans, God mirrored it back to each and every one of us. Have you ever watched your marriage being crumbled? Have you ever watched your business go down right in front of your face? Some of us know and have that belief. Some of us have facts. Some of us may not have facts, but by intuition knew that we lost a family member because someone was diabolical. Someone was working with occultic power. Someone was a criminal. Someone kidnapped him. Someone that knew us did something like this to hurt the whole member of the family. Let me say something to you. You've come to realize, just as I've realized, that a man's enemy truly are members of his household. The man who sold you out, the person who attacked you, 90% of the problems you have today, it's correct that it's coming from somebody or through somebody that you have met, that you know, somebody that knows you clearly. Today, the Blessed Virgin Mary stood before the cross as accounted in this gospel, watching her son, Jesus, on that cross. What do you think was going through her mind? Maybe the other disciples must have explained. Judas was the one who did everything. While they are reporting to her, she believing that, okay, now that you people know who was the person who did this to us, maybe they will stand by him. But one by one, each of them also fled for their lives. Some of us today have experienced being given a dead baby in the hospital. Some persons have been by the bedside of their mother, by the bedside of their fathers, a relation, a neighbor, and watched that person die. Your words were weak to keep them alive. Your touch, your power, you're shaking them, you're holding them tight, has been so powerless that they could not even blink their eyes anymore. And this is where each and every one of us comes to realize that no matter how intelligent we are, no matter how powerful we think we've become, there is this point, or there is a point in time in life where our words are too weak to make our situations come alive. Our intellect becomes foolishness before us because we'll try everything and it does not work. Some of us today, we never know what exactly went wrong. What have we done or what have we not done to watch what we love perish before us? It tells you that all flesh are mortal, and one day we must all bow before the King. We may be wicked, we may be powerful, we may be strong, whether we are weak or foolish or unwise, one thing is very sure, is that there comes a time when we must all bow down to wait on God to either give us way or there will be no way, to either help us stand or we will never be able to stand. And so, my dear friends, I know you may be watching your relationship die right now. You may be watching your life go down the drain. You may have all facts pointing to why or to who. I just came to encourage you again that in as much as you've done all you know how to do to keep it alive, marriage is going down, business is going down, relationships are crumbling. Oh, the most painful story is that when you started the work, the business, it was flourishing and it was the delight of nations. But right now you don't even know what to describe it with. The most painful part is to watch your relationship that started with a spark of love, fire, and everything go down the drain. Now domestic violence has characterized it. Domestic violence is now part of the daily bread. I just still want to encourage you that there comes a time when no matter how many people gather before you, their voices cannot wake up the dead, cannot bring back what you are losing. But if God should step in, if God should hear your cry, He alone has the power to stand up, just like He did for the widow of Nain, to say, rise, stand, walk, see, be healed. So all you need to do today is nothing but total surrender again. I know surrendering may be difficult, may take long, and may be wondering how long will He do it. But I just want to tell you, you don't have to still give up. To whom shall we go to? He has the message of eternal life. He is not a wicked boss. The only thing that we don't have all informations at our desk, and so we may not understand His ways. Please, my dear friend, I know you're about to give up. I know that you're struggling. I know that you don't know what to do anymore. You watch it die. My father used to say, when God is fighting for you, don't take the machete, don't take the cutlass and say, I'm going to fight. Sometimes we are tempted to fight in the flesh, but we still know that in one way or the other, wisdom will prove itself right. God can still step in and anoint our words to become words that can raise the dead, and anoint our lips that our lips will begin to give life, can anoint whatever actions we take and bring down the Goliath. But God must be involved. All you need today is allow God to be involved. You can join me in saying, God, I choose that you will be involved in all actions I will take. I know you're watching it die right now, and all you can do is cry. All you can do is weep. But please, just calm down. I know my words may not console you enough, but just calm down. Just express yourself to Him. I have no power of my own. Whatever power that I exhibit, that I use, that I celebrate, is coming from the only one true God that called me. My dear friend, I'm using this whole minute just to tell you, God is still in the business of answering prayers. I know you watch it dying before you, but He will see your tears and still do something for you. I am Reverend Father Anthony Samuel Agbovi, saying, don't give up.